Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. It is me, Just Be Audrey Lane. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you can get the notifications of when a video is up for you guys. And remember, we're going to try to, well, not try to, we're going to take over YouTube with the Just Be. Just be ourselves. Just be who you are. Just be Audrey Lane is encouraging you to just be who you are. And today for my journal is like, oh my goodness, like one, I love you guys. I love coming on and just being myself. I love the fact that I have an outlet that I can just come on and speak out. Now, yesterday, I was sitting here, like smiling to myself that I'm so happy that I'm comfortable with being real and who I am. And it's, it's, I don't want to lie. It's difficult at times, and I'm like, oh my God, did you see how you looked? So yesterday, I looked every bit of tired. I looked every bit of tired. But I wanted to make sure I was consistent with going into what I said I was going to do. I want to keep my word. And no matter how I looked, it was like you come on and you speak out. It helps you, or Adrenaline, it helps you to just get up and get like things up and out of you. So yesterday, I touched a little bit on the exercise, exercising our bodies is what I was going through. But then exercising our relationship with God, doing the work, reading our Bibles, and not just reading them. Like actually, I am studying the Bible. I'm studying God's Word. I am also going through where I am sitting and meditating and actually like God, I need to sit still and be quiet in you. I need to be able where you literally breathe into me. And that's what I'm encouraging us to do. Let's get our relationship with God even tighter, like even tighter. We do so much throughout the day. And I know for myself, I do so much throughout the day that it's like I have to learn when it's like, okay, this is the time I need to make sure that I definitely have for God, because then it also helps me pull and know that he's, well, one, he's with me throughout the day. I know that for sure. But also it helps me live in the moment of when things come up. I don't have to like voice anything out other than saying, Jesus help me. And I'm finding that nothing happened today or anything. It was really an awesome, wonderful day. Like just staying busy, working, moving, going, doing. Um, but I was like, God, I need to make sure, even in the busy moments, in our good moments, in our good, and I'm not saying moment like it's only a moment, but our good times make us feel comfortable. But remember, we don't want to feel comfortable. We want to grow. So in our good moments, we have to make sure that we are always still praying and fasting and talking with him and listening. You know, I'm finding out for myself. One thing that stuck out yesterday's video for me was one of the very few first words that I had said was the foundation, my foundation, my foundation. And here it is. I was flipping in the Bible, like I was going somewhere else. However, it ended up coming to Luke 6. Yep, want to make sure I'm giving y'all the right. So it's Luke 6:46 through 49. I'm going to read it to you guys. Building on a solid foundation. So why do you keep calling me Lord, Lord, when you don't do what I say? I need help. I need help with that, Man, I need help with that. So why do you keep calling me Lord, Lord, when you don't do what I say? I will show you what it's like when someone comes to me, listen to my teaching, and then follow it. Mm, oh me God. It is like a person building a house who digs deep and lays the foundation on solid rock. When the flood waters rise and break against the house, it stands firm because it is well built. But anyone who hears and doesn't obey is like a person who builds a house without a foundation. When the flood sweeps down against that house, it will collapse into a heap of ruins. So this is like it was like wonderful for me to come across this because I just I just was saying, God, I gotta get more into your word. I gotta exercise you into everything I do because I feel like I get that feeling when I know I need to be pushing and doing more and going and growing more in Him. I don't want to be like, okay, I don't want to be comfortable and like, oh, I did this, this is enough. It's never enough. It's never enough for me to be making sure that I am having a great relationship with God. It's never enough for me. So I'm encouraging us to get into our word, exercise it out, exercise the whole thing of I need to be reading, I need to be writing, I need to be studying, I need to be listening, I need to be obeying. There you go, obeying. And let me tell you, it's comforting and it's also correcting and also it's a learning tool for me because what I don't know, I want to definitely go and ask people to help me to break this down for me because I don't mind the fact that if I can't comprehend something, I'm going to ask someone to help me with it because I don't want to just be reading to read it. I need it broken down to me. So can you help me? So if you need help with it, guys, don't be afraid to open up your mouth and ask. We ask for so many other things throughout the day. Why not ask God to help me with your word? God, I need a better breakdown on this. I need you to breathe into me, and I need you to also send someone that can help me with this. And when you know, because it'll come to you, He's going to breathe it right on into you. Hey, go to such and such. And you go. Open up your mouth and take you a book if you need to. Take you a journal where you're going to write. Remember, I told you guys, get a journal. We need to have a journal with us. I'm about to leave to go to our second day youth explosion, and I go. And a lot of times when I don't have an actual book with me, I use my notes. Everybody got a phone that got a note feature in it. We got to go and be willing to put ourselves out there on a chopping block. Be willing to be, because that chopping block is going to literally break some things up off you that don't need to be on you. That's the word right there. We got to trim certain fats from us. Become lean meat. You know, because it is, ooh, Jesus, that was good. That was good. That's a word for me, guys. That is a word for me. I want to be that you know how they break it down, 90% meat, or what they, when you go get ground beef, that good firm good meat right there. That's what we need to be. We need to be, because we are of great quality. Stop lessening ourselves down. And for what? When I tell you, I love the fact that I can really be pushing more, but I don't beat myself down that I don't do it. I just say, come on, get up and let's get into it this time. And sometimes we're within the same day. So if I know I definitely did not have where I meditated and sat with Him and sat up in Him, I have to come back right to my chair and get to going and be like, okay, if I gotta sit here, you know, how about it is exercise? We gonna have to do it. So sit in a chair in a room by yourself and just stay quiet. That was actually one of my post things that I put for today anyway, which is meditating and sit and stay quiet. If our brains race, find something. Now in the book it says just keep calling, whisper Jesus' name. And that works. That truly does work because it's so much power in his name you have no clue. And if you do have a clue, we all know we can always be sharpened and keep on calling them. I don't get caught up on a feeling because you felt this way one day and then you felt another day a different way. How about we have to make sure that not every day is going to be the same. The one thing that we know we always going to have each day with us is we're going to be sharpening our relationship with him. We're going to be having where our spirits is well with him, our minds and hearts are well with him. So stop getting caught up on a feeling or, oh, this didn't happen this day, I was expecting this. Yes, you better expect from God because he does it for you. But don't shoot yourself down of thinking, stop putting this thing in your head that is going to be like this. Because God, the one thing you can expect from him, and this is me, Audrey Lane, is that he shows up, he's there, he's on time, he's doing his will. So I know I'm good, God. I know I'm good. I expect all the things that I've been praying and asking you for. And let me take that back. All the things that I've been asking you for, because my prayer is me asking you for them, Jesus. But what is it you want and need me to do for you? Because I want to be holding up my end. I don't want to just be someone just showing up. I want to be someone that's actually letting you speak out and breathe out through me. I'm a keeper. And God, I thank you for that. I'm a keeper. We got to get our foundation together. We do. I do know this time for me. I do not look at it like, oh, you're 40 years old. It is too late. It is never too late. It is never too late. Don't you let the enemy trick you and tell you what can't happen for you. When I tell you the turnaround is fast and quick when you put your trust in him, and it's, don't take this like that, but it's fast and quick. How about, I'm not going to slow it down. It is fast. Because I will tell you this, I see greatness every day. One, I see a greatness that every time I wake up and my feet hit the floor. I see greatness in the fact of I wasn't who I was a while ago. And man, I thank God for that. I thank him for the strength that I have. I thank him for every moment of the day. I can say, you know what, Lord? Continue to breathe through me and out of me. When I tell you, it's comforting. It is so peaceful for me to just be Audrey Elaine. To just be Audrey Elaine. I don't have to worry about my mind racing. I don't have to worry about like trying to fit someone else's standards of what they think I should be for them. How about this? I am no one's trophy. I am no one's having to fit an image or a facade so people won't really see I'm hurting inside. When I tell you my brain and my mind, one and the same, is at ease with a lot of stuff. My brain actually does know Audrey Elaine exists now on her own, with God, but on her own. I don't have to fit a mold for anybody. I don't have to fit this picture that people see that's a still frame. I don't anymore. When I tell you I am so good off of the fact of I was looking at a picture from my childhood, and I remember just like, oh girl, you was empty then, and you was smiling, you was happy, you was bubbly, and I feel like I'm that girl again. I feel that I'm that girl. I am so empty to the point that it's like, God, come on and fill this girl up. Fill this girl up right here with all of you inside of me. We got to ask God to empty us. Go back to your childhood. Don't go on no bad stuff. Stop. We don't do that. Don't think about what's bad in your life, because the fact that you are still here, that's a greatness right then and there. So don't go off of what you didn't have. My situation was this, my mama was this, my daddy was this, but you don't know my story. How about this? I don't even think you know your story all the way. And the reason why I say it like that, because sometimes we put this guard up of wanting to live uh, and not live our real reality of what we're going through, that we put this imaginary facade up of things. Let all of them walls go. Be empty. Let God fill you up. When I tell you He has a purpose for you, that life was there for a reason, to get you strong, for you to rely on God, for Him, because He was there with you the whole time. My childhood, if I told you some of the stories that I had, growing up house to house, growing up homeless, growing up in some weird situations, but I can tell you this: I am blessed. I am here. I'm alive. This person right here, she is strong. She is wonderful. She is amazing. She is being filled up every day to the point. How about this? I'm noticing, like they say, your cup overflows. My cup, I don't know where it's actually at with God's Spirit, and it's not my job to know it, but I can tell you I'm getting full every day, every day, every day, to the point that I'm like, God, I'm so grateful for it. I love the fact that I say I am 40 now. For the longest time, my kids did not even really know my age, because I always kept saying I'm 25. I'm 25, because I was trying to, I don't know why, like, not grow up, and wanted to, what, for what? I can't even tell you why. But now I tell everybody in a minute, when people come and they ask me how old you are, or I mention to somebody, and he was like, you're 40? And I'm like, yes, I am. I'm 40. And it's like, I would never know that. Well, look, I have no problem telling you that this girl right here is 40. And I love the fact, because at 40, I'm a faithful 40. Whatever age you are, stop worrying about if it rhymes, if it go together, anything like that. When you put all of your trust in God, and when you say, God, remove me from me, ask Him to reveal you to you first, because he revealed a lot of things to me. Some things that I needed to get rid of, some things that I need to actually build more into, some things that I have to be like, okay, just because this was in a dynamic of your family, or a circumstance or anything, does that not mean that's you? So don't take on that. But when I tell you, this 40 right here, man, I'm loving her. Audrey, I love you. I love you, girl. It's amazing for the fact of Jesus help me. I I feel some days that is like, man, this quieting yourself down and not having your body and your mind race. Because I do move. I move. I mean, I'm at a job where we move, we go, we do, all of us as a team, we move around. But it's it's a productive thing. When I tell you before, I used to just be moving and going around because I can't tell you actually other than just going out there to do. But when I tell you now, moving around and having where I am in God moving and moving when, I know He's telling me to go and move. It's bringing substance and actually things into my life that really is meaningful and things that it's a purpose. It's a purpose. You better know you are a purpose, that He has purpose for your life. Hmm. Talking with people. I, I never paid it any attention, but do you know that you speaking life into someone else actually is another breath from God into yours? We cannot sit here and be like, this God thing is too hard for me. Let me tell you how. Isn't anything worth anything a fight? Isn't it worth a battle for you? I wonder if your child, because we fight for our children, we fight for our children. If your child was in a need for something medically, for them to actually live, how hard would you fight? Now take yourself and put you as that child. Don't you think God fighting for you and fighting the battles? And how about this? He wins them all. If all you have to do is show up and do your end, and that's going to require some things from us, and that's okay. Do it. It's going to require us to be working, for us to be learning, for us to be reading His Word. We have a parent who is really breathing for us and breathing in us. And how about this? That whole battle of what He is doing, He's given us great instructions already to go by. He's going to send people in our lives to do it. How willing are you? Or really, how willing are you? Jesus. Man, there is so much peace and calmness and greatness in His name. We got to remember to we have to remember that this work that we're doing for Him is so amazing. I'm not sure. It is really amazing to the point that I'm finding out that one, let me tell you what I'm doing. I am actually not just taking up a seat anymore at my church, at the building of the church. I find myself actually opening up. I don't need nobody to clap for me. This is not why I'm saying it at all. Congratulations or any of that. When I tell you, okay, so I am opening up because it's like, God, I need you to stretch me. So with you breathing and working in me, let me go out and work for you. Because here is me. I want to open up this nonprofit to help people and to help them in finances, education, housing, schooling for children, like daycare and everything like that, food, the mixed things, the mix of thing, the mixture of it. And how can I do that if I don't want to work for the one who's actually going to give me and gave me the vision for it, but who's going to give me the power to do it? It's enough for me sitting around now and just sitting. I didn't did that for a while. I did that long enough. This 40-year-old woman, it's never too late for me to get up and go and do it and move for God. It is never too late for me. It's never too late for any of us. No matter what is going on. Excuse me, guys, my eyelash. We can do it. I have the faith. I have all of what I need. When I tell you, stop with the fact of what you can do. I said I want to say about a year or so. I always used to say it and then I stopped and I don't know why. But then now this came back up of, how about this? The best contractor we have is God. So we just have to show up on site so he can give us the task of what we got to do. It's like he's a foreman. He owns the land that we're being built on. So why can't I show up to do the work when I know I'm reaping all the rewards of my spirit being sharpened? I'm actually learning how to do things and learning things for outside of Audrey Lane, for outside of what my needs and wants are. I have been selfish too long. And when I tell you that selfish that I had was something that I don't even know how it came about. I wouldn't say it because I told you guys I'm in therapy. I told him, he was like, maybe you put it up for a protection. I don't know. I don't know. But I will tell you this. God, take it all down for me. I don't want to be selfish. And it was so weird because I love to give. I give away. But I was selfish in this, I will say, when he broke it down to me. I was selfish with myself. I cut myself off from things because it was like, what if you get it wrong? Or all that. Now it's like, I get it wrong. I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to go and do. I'm going to improve it. Don't be afraid of failure. Failure is the best tool and instructor on how to succeed. I cannot wait. I keep saying it, but I really, really want to make sure that we sit down and we're going to get like I wouldn't call it a conference, but we're going to get together. I really would love to see your beginning and your growth, because I look at my beginning and I go back, not often, but I do go back sometimes. They be like, girl, you have changed. Look at you. Aren't you grateful to God that he literally let you see you and see that what he's seen in you all along, you're now seeing it for yourself? I say thank you to him. I do. Because I could not have done this on my own. I love the fact now, when I tell you, relying on him is one thing we can do, because we're going to succeed in it. There's no way unless we get ourselves off track. Hmm. I look over and I like a lot of things. I put a lot of, so I changed my back thing because of course, you know I love green. But I did have this up there, do what makes you happy. And I want to say, what makes me happy is truly sitting and making sure that God is the number one for me. I was so happy for myself. And it's really a good thing because I didn't know this Audrey Lane actually. Well, no, I can't say that. I knew she existed. However, I didn't know it was like this. And this is just the beginning stage. This is actually the rehearsal. Jesus Christ. I love him for actually taking his time because he knew when this girl was going to get it right. And I thank him for it because it could have been something different. However, it's not. It's what he is. And that's how I know I have to fully give it up and give my life to him because I didn't want to take, and I hate to say it, I didn't want to, no, I love to say it, I didn't want to take a chance that if I keep messing around and living worldly and not doing what I need to do, that this will be the time where God would be like, I was trying to save you and trying to save you, and yet you still wanted to go out there. I never want him to turn his back on me. So many others have turned their back on me, and I praise God for it. Like I just told y'all, our deacon last week talked about the rejection was his protection. I thank God for a lot of it because I look and I see now of, woo, Jesus, I escaped a lot, and nobody but you. Nobody but you. So why can't I make sure I have my foundation strong in him? I don't want to just be someone that, you know, comes for the meal, take a to go platter home, but then waste it. How about I want to come eat at the table, eat some more at the table, eat some more at the table, eat some more at the table. So I'm full. And how about this? I want to be invited again. She's messing around with me. I crash. I'm going to crash the party, God. I'm going to come in. And that's what I have to do with him. I have to make sure that this is not a game for me. Audrey Lane, this is not a game. The enemy tries to come so hard at you. He does that because he is in the business of the fall. You know, failure and fall, you know, it's the same. And it's like, if I can get you to keep falling and failing, you won't get back up. But you gotta tell yourself the enemy is a liar and he lies low. So of course he wants you to fall because that's how he gets you. He wants you to be with him. So it's like, go ahead and fall. No, you better rise up. You better get yourself right on up. Get yourself up. Jesus. Now is the time. Now is the time. We gotta be with God and working with him to get our foundation together. We gotta do our part. Stop showing up to the work site and want to leave early, barely do any work, but then want to reap the same paycheck that others is getting. And how about this? Everybody know that it goes off of the work that you put in and how God sees your heart really growing and wanting to do it and showing up to do it. Can you take corrections? If you laid that wrong, can you take the corrections of him saying, no, child, this has to be done like this. Now I need you to go back and do that work and take that cement up and go lay down some more. Correction. Where is your foundation? Are you doing the work for it? When I tell you, living for Christ, it takes work, it takes discipline, it takes focus, it takes structure. It does. But let me tell you, you get harmony, you get peace, you get joy, you get fulfillment, you get a calmness, you get confidence, you get building up in greatness, you get God, you get rewards, you get life, you get justice, you get just. You get the just. Just give it to her. Because this child of mine, she's a keeper. He's the keeper. Come on, guys. We got to work on our foundation with God. Show up to the work site. Put on your hard hat. Put on your work boots. And get to going. I thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys just being a part of the Just Be Audrey Elaine. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for when the notification come on. Well, hit the bell for the notification when the video come on. I love you guys. Audrey Elaine, I love you. God, I love you. I thank you so much. I have where I'm still in my other stuff. I'm telling you, studying and learning. And I am in a couple books, but you know, I still have no clue. But thank you, God, because I said it yesterday. You guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. You have a blessed evening. I hope you had a wonderful day. Spend time in His Word, you guys. And I will be back on with you guys tomorrow. which will be Sunday, because I didn't say the date today. Y'all know I always say the date. So today is Saturday, June 26, 2021. And I know everybody has some awesome days. I know everyone has some awesome days. I know I had an awesome, wonderful day because I am here. I'm able to voice out. I'm able to speak out. I'm able to stand up for God and say, yes, I am here, God. Let's get our foundation together. It's going to take some work, but I guarantee you, like it says in His Word, we won't buckle, we won't fall, we won't break. We won't buckle, we won't fall, we won't break. We will stay firm because our foundation is built on Him and in Him. Let's show up and do the work, guys. So again, let's get up, show up, and be productive. Be consistent. You guys, I love you. Sleep well tonight.